Mm. Is it still good? It's good. It's good. How is BD3? I don't even know what that game is. I'm not sure. No idea. How do you wake up characters from non-fatal blows? You don't. You don't.
How much farther can I go?
Well, at least to get this chest down here. So I don't know. I think we already cleared out the Ancient Guardian. We're gonna have to go up and deal with those eagles. Because I think I want that ceremonial whatever it is. Hey, Abrash, what's up, buddy? Oh, party's messed up again. Grumble, grumble, grumble. All right. Thank you, Suzu.
No traps, please.
All right, now that we've done the event, can we go back this way? Gale. Gale.
Your desire.
No! No! Go! There we go. Okay.
With ease.
He said he's not in Act 2 yet. Where is he now? I'm currently in the Mountain Pass. We've already completed the Underdark, and now we're going pretty much as far as we can in the Mountain Pass without triggering Act 2. And then we're going to go back to the Underdark and go that way.
No, never mind. Swift as my feet can carry me.
You're in Act 2? I'm not in Act 2. Act 2 starts at Moonrise Tower.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy! The thunder, forgive me. We have to fire the lance.
Do you respect Shadowheart? Nope, not yet. I have not. Let's see. You like the game as much as if you weren't getting paid to? They paid for 2 hours of this game, and I've played over 45. So, if me playing this game was getting paid to, that is one of the best deals I think I've ever made in my entire life on this planet. Yeah. For the record, I'm pretty expensive per hour. So, yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand that I had like 150 hours in Kingmaker and 200 hours in Wrath of the Righteous, and I wasn't sponsored to do either of those. Like these Wasteland 2 was, or Wasteland 2 was 60 hours. Wasteland 3 was 90. Like, yeah. If I could, let me put it this way for people that may be new here, don't understand. If I could just stream CRPGs on Twitch, I probably would. Like, these are my favorite types of games to play. These are, I mean, the CRPG stands for CohhRPG. So yeah, no, I love this stuff, man. I love it.
Let's have a look.
I can't believe I'm actually venturing into a Gith stronghold again, voluntarily. This had better pay off.
Whatever happens, we'll be able to manage.
I've seen them at work before. I wasn't alone in my mission. All those who were sent with me were slain by Githyanki blades. They must want that artifact back badly. if they're dispatching red dragons in pursuit of it. But we cannot afford to lose it.
Why do people keep
I
saying
wish
that
I'd
about
never
this
been
game
sent
and
on
Cohh
this
playing it?
mission.
One of the main reasons is I think we keep seeing people come in here and saying that, you know, the only reason I'm playing this is I'm paid and, you know, he's faking it and stuff like that, is because here's the thing. This is one of the first times that a CRPG has been this popular. And there are a lot of people out there, a lot of people that fundamentally don't understand or like these games. So for them, when they come in here and say stuff like that, they are 100% projecting. They don't understand them or they don't like them. Therefore, Cohh must not understand them or like them. So going from that, let me say what my perspective is. He must not like them because I don't like them, so he's got to be faking it. He doesn't like them because I don't like them, so he's got to be being paid for it. So it's the kind of situation where we're seeing that a lot because, again, there hasn't really been a CRPG that's ever been this. A lot of people are being exposed to these games for the first time ever. So it's like they just don't get it, man. It's not part of their jam. So yeah, man, it's kind of understandable. I feel like this is you know, kind of to be expected in some ways. Yeah. You saw the exact same thing with Elden Ring. I wouldn't quite say to this degree. At least I didn't. At least I didn't. But definitely to us a little bit, a little of a degree. Yeah. It seems to be important to your mother superior. I'm curious about that myself.
You'll have to live with that curiosity for now, I'm afraid. Let's just concentrate on ridding ourselves of these tadpoles.
Nice, Sonic. Hey,
All will
appreciate
be
you saying
revealed
something.
in due time, I hope.
And hey, I can say that I am thrilled to share this type of game with new folks and folks that are new to it. In fact, when we are done with Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to make a YouTube video specifically called Liked Baldur's Gate 3? Let's talk. And I'm basically going to go down my favorite CRPGs and like let people know, like, if you liked Baldur's Gate 3 because of this, you might like this one. If you liked it because of this, you might like this one. And like we're going to go over Kingmaker and Pathfinder and Wasteland 3 and Pillars of Eternity. We're just going to go down the whole list and let people know. So, yeah. Okay. You tell me why you're getting offended so much. I'm not making things up over here. Me? I'm not getting offended at all. It's not an issue of being offended. It's just an issue of commenting on what I'm seeing. I'm not offended over people saying that kind of stuff at all. I know where I'm coming from. My regulars know where I'm coming from. It's just, again, one of the things I do on this channel is not only play games and stream for you, but we talk about things that happen in the channel, and that's something that's definitely been happening. So, yeah, I'm not offended at all. There's nothing really to be offended about. Okay. McKeth, maybe. Yeah, you may like Starfield and stuff like that. God, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. What do you call a caster who makes condiments? A saucerer. Thanks, Cohen Mods from Superito. With the 40 months. Not bad. Not bad. Did I like Dragon Age? I really enjoyed Dragon Age Origins. But Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, I liked Dragon Age Inquisition, but it definitely felt more like an action game than an RPG in a lot of ways. So, and I strongly preferred Origin. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so we got some what looks to be important books over here. Is there a lever? There is. Good. Let's open this up. Oh, you know what? let's go back to this other area. Because I remember there being some books locked behind some door things. And I do kind of want to get everything up here before we start going down. Are you going to play tabletop D&D after this? No, that's never really been my thing. Yeah, that's never really been my thing. Just different strokes, you know? It's probably because I'm terrible with people. Just think if Cohh was a top streamer, they would be paying him cash to play this game like they are others.
That might be worth a look.
Oh no, for the record, they absolutely did. It was very nice of them. I had a 2-hour sponsored stream for the beginning of this game, and they paid me to be in the game. So, which is awesome. I think that might be a first. Getting sponsored to play it and being paid to be in it. Yeah. So, I've been very, very, very clear and upfront about that, yes. But to also be clear, anytime I do a sponsored stream, like Scum yesterday, what they do is they pay you for time. So I was paid to stream 2 hours of this game at 11 a.m. on August 3rd. That's it. And I'm done. Yesterday, I was paid to play 2 hours of Scum. And I did. And I'm done. So as you can see from both of those, one of these things is not like the other in terms of playtime. But the compensation was actually pretty similar for both of them. So, you know, it's that kind of thing. Yeah, after I've played 2 hours, I never need to play the game again. If you know, if I've got other things I want to do or I want to play. So,
I can crack that open.
That's how that works, for the record. I do not get paid for every hour I play the game. That's unfortunately, I'd love it to be that way for this game, but unfortunately, that's not the way it works. Yeah. If only. Boss Bruin says, stop giving this troll a platform. Here's the thing, man. That guy very well may be trolling me. But at the same time, there's a very good chance that he feels that way. And there's also almost a guarantee that other people feel that way. So I'm always up for talking about this stuff. And I like to think that I'm super transparent with it as well. So I don't mind when people ask those questions, when they say this stuff, when we talk about it. That's totally okay in my book. If I didn't want to, here's a good way to think about it. There's 6,500 people in here, and a lot of them are talking in chat. If I didn't want to respond to them, I wouldn't respond to them. It's that easy. So I appreciate your feedback, but don't worry about it. It's cool. Yeah. Be good. And speaking of, I didn't catch that guy's name, but if you have more questions, my whispers and Discord PMs are open. So feel free to anyone can ask me any questions about this stuff. I'm happy to talk about it. I would love to be wrong and he actually is being paid to promote it, because that would vindicate the very first thing I said in this server. It would! Absolutely. Well, sort of. I mean, the thing is, here's the thing. Even if that was the case, even if that was true, you can still be paid and like it. Those are not mutually exclusive. That's not a binary thing. Just because you're getting paid for something doesn't mean you aren't fundamentally enjoying it. So at heart, I appreciate you, but I feel like the premise is a bit flawed. I have been paid to do things that I have loved to do. So it's not an either or thing. It can be an and thing. You know what I mean? Not that it always is, but it can be. An epic looking tome that opens with an illustrated panel of Dawn Master Vasid riding into battle against an army of Sharing clerics. In his raised hand, his trusted battle axe, and its sharp edge glinting in Lathander's light. This is our first part of the puzzle. I feel like this is the puzzle. So we're going to need to put the ceremonial weapons in the right places. What do we have so far? So far we have a ceremonial battle axe. We know there's a ceremonial sword up top of the eagle, so we're going to need to either steal that or deal with it. Let's go do that. Whoops. Can we get a cantrip that puts out fires? Is that a thing? I found the article discussing Cohh is in the game. He's being paid to promote it. I was right. Nope, that's actually, again, not correct. When you pay an actor to be in a movie, that's because they act in the movie. But If they do additional promotion, like say commercials or appearances or stuff like that, those are subsequent fees that are generally not related to that initial thing. That happens to me all the time. A lot of times I will be paid to be in a game, like in Baldur's Gate, but also be paid to promote it, which are two different things. So again, almost, but not quite. Almost though. Yeah. Also, it's important to mention, this is another thing that for some reason people erroneously assume. Keep in mind that even though I was paid to stream the game and be in the game, if the game is successful, that has no bearing on how much money I get. So it's like if I'm getting flat fees. So sure, I did my time, I got paid for it, but there's no monetary benefit to me continuing to promote the game. It's I don't get money on, I don't get sales, you know, or anything like that. There's no residuals. So, you know, it wouldn't matter. Yeah. For my sins, it only just occurred to me that I'd lacked in my record keeping of late. But then again, I know we have been busy. In our fray with the Sharon thieves, we retrieved the blood, but one of the heretics sinned most heinously. They struck the amber, encasing his blood with a maul of pure void, damaging the most holy relic. As if knowing this blasphemy, the exposed blood shone with an unbreakable radiance, reducing the Sharon horde to dust for us to sift from this now holy ground. The relic became far too unstable to carry back to Hap. Thus we fashioned a simple chapel around ourselves here and encased the blood within steel to be wielded as a most righteous cudgel against those who sit in shadow. Is that the weapon on the top of the cathedral? To keep it from the lustral sacrilege of thievery, our simple chapel will become a great monastery, and the blood shall be secreted away with great many... Oh, no, it's not. I find it hard to fathom that we left such an artifact in such an obvious open space to begin with. Alas, as light singes away the mistakes of the past, leading to more proof. Maybe it is. I'll have to see, but that could be the power source for the weapon on the top. Do you know if there's a level limit to Act 1? No, I don't think so. I think there's a content limit to Act 1. Yeah, I think if anything, there's a content limit. So, yep. Bro, loving this playthrough. We're getting close to Starfield and can't wait. Please keep doing what you're doing. Well, thank you. And yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited. I think we're gonna do a 10-day countdown for Starfield. I am very, very excited about that one too. Got my Starfield shirt on today. Hopefully it will be good. I don't quite have the confidence in Starfield as I had with this game, but I am very hopeful. I am very hopeful. Will you kill everybody in Act 1 before moving to Act 2? No. We'll be playing Armored Core. I will. Games coming up. We have our Armored Core 6. We're also going to be playing Atlas Fallen. I think that's the name of it. The new Deck 13 game. And there's another one in there. Atlas Fallen, Armored Core 6. What's another one? Oh yeah, Mice and Men. And that's pretty much true for any single player game. Yeah. Gord. We're going to check out Gord. Yep. No, Lies of P is in September. Yeah, Starfield. And then Cyberpunk is at the end of September. I don't know when Lies of P is, though. Warhammer Rogue Trader. Oh, Warhammer Rogue Trader doesn't even have an announced release date yet. Yeah, unfortunately, don't hold your breath for that one. It's going to be a little bit. Any reason why Cohh keeps saying that Starfield won't be great? I don't have the background knowledge. Mainly because it's a Bethesda game. And unfortunately, Bethesda's track record is that they generally don't release great games. They might get good, but it might be a little rough around the edges. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Barry, are you serious? No. Why? Hold on. Y'all, okay. Chat. I love you, and I appreciate you. But I need to stress to you, if someone comes in here and has ideas you don't agree with, or says things you don't like, especially to me or anything like that, don't respect people's opinions. Respect that guy that was asking those questions. Yeah, his account is now deactivated. So somebody did something, and that was not needed. So for the record, please don't. Whoever reported him for whatever they did, please don't do that kind of stuff, man. That's not cool. That's not cool. I personally was enjoying chatting with him. So he could have just changed his name. Oh, that's true. Well, no, it does say this channel is temporarily unavailable due to a violation of Twitch's community guidelines and terms of service. So I think it's a little worse than that. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest. I don't think he said anything like that. Oh, as Barry just said, they may have been saying things in other channels and just got banned for it. That's true. That's true. But anyway, good time to stress. We respect people's opinions here, even if we don't like them. So, yeah. Be excellent to each other, even if they're not excellent to you. He was clearly an instigator. Not wrong, but still. You know, still. What is this? Oh, what are all these? They are nothing. Okay. So how am I going to get that ceremonial warhammer out of here without killing these nice bird folk? Maybe mage hand? Nope. What just happened? Oh, no, I can't speak with animals up. Did she just get mad that I invaded her nest, maybe?
I speak, they burn.
Oh! Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. Whoops. Dang, dude.
Breathe deep and move.
Blackets will be done.
Yeah, if we go into the nest.
It's calling for help. Keep focused.
God, I hate that that punishes you for that. I hate that so much. Actually infuriating. How do I use a superiority dice? Oh, is that precision? Okay. Can I trip a bird? Asking for a friend.
Battle of wits. Torment.
Oh, damn. Dude, this bird is unhittable!
Victory awaits.
God dang it! Okay. I'm fine.
I can't even catch my breath.
No.
The lance board is set. Torment.
Yo, why am I not wearing my shield? I spent an entire damn action point pulling my damn shield out. Oh my god. How many birds are there? Okay.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Can we get all three of them? No. Freaking get him, Cohh. Hell yeah, dude.
Can't afford to let up.
Boom. Nice. Beautiful.
Are fools these mortals?
Frickin' boom. Rude. Go feeling the true power of freedom. Pretty much.
This is your end.
Sometimes the
Or
only
not.
route is through.
There it is.
Ready.
Boom.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
Well.
interesting times.
Sorry, Eagle Franz. I guess it wasn't meant to be. That was a tough fight, though. Damn. I feel like there was almost assuredly
One day I'll
a
catch
better way to deal with that. Yep. Yep. But that's okay. Maybe speak with animals? I did speak with them. Yep. Couldn't I just kill them all non-lethal? I mean, I could, but... Yeah.